Part 11. So we're going to start a sketch right on this right hand plane here, and I want to take a look at this. The overall length of this thing is 4 inches. So we're really going to draw this from the end, and the width of it is 2 and the height of it is 2.5. So I'm going to right click here and say view normal to. Then I'm going to start my rectangle tool, and that dimension is going to be 2. Enter. Then the height is 2.5. Enter. And that's all I need right now. I'll right click and say isometric. And I'm going to turn off the top plane and the front plane. And I'm leaving this on purpose. Now, I'm going to extrude this block a total of 4 inches. But what I'm going to do here is a extrude that goes to both sides of this plane or this sketch. So I'm going to click on this, and it says blind, which is good. Depth is 1, but I'm going to make that 2 because that's half of the total, which is 4. Now, second end position, and you can see before I clicked on this, it extruded it going to the right. But when I click on second end, it adds going from the plane backwards to this thing. And this is another 2 inches. And that's going to be a green check mark. Now I can turn off that right hand plane. You don't really have to do that, but that's okay. I just wanted to show you something neat. Okay, now back to this thing. So it took me a couple minutes to figure out how to do this part. It's really not that hard. Once you see what I'm going to do, you'll be like, oh really? That's quite easy. So I'm going to draw a sketch. I'm going to put a sketch plane on this front surface right here, and it's going to go down, and the sketch is going to go down, up, and then across. And then I'm going to spin this around, and I'm going to put a sketch plane on the back surface here, and that's going to go down and up also. So sketch. I'm going to do the front sketch, and let's go normal to. I'll zoom in a bit. Line, and that comes right from the corner, and it goes to the middle of the part. And this is a good reason maybe to leave your part, or to do your part like I did at the beginning, because there's my origin. And what you'll see is that as I pull this over and I get to the origin, I get one of those like indicator lines that comes right up from the origin dashed, which means I'm directly above it. And I'm going to click there, and I'm going to come up to this other corner, and then straight across. And it's important that I completely enclose the part that I'm sketching. So I'm going to dimension from the bottom of this V to this line down here, and that dimension is 1 block. So that is going to be 0.5 inches. Backspace. Oops. Backspace one more. 0.5. Get rid of that 3. Okay. Awesome. Now, I'm done with this sketch. So I'm going to right click and say isometric. I'm going to spin my view cube around once, and I'm going to select sketch. I'm going to go on this back surface, right click, normal to, and now the V, when you look at this, what you'll notice is that this point right here is in 1 inch from this edge, and this point here is 1 inch in from this edge. And if I count this down, this point in the middle is down 1 inch from the top edge. So I'm just going to put in a rough sketch right here. Again, that little indicator line pops up, and I'll close this, and I'll start my dimension tool right from that point there to there. That should be 1. Same thing on this side. And you can put in a dimension here or equals, it doesn't matter if you want. And then the depth from here to there is also going to be 1 inch. Now I'm completely done with doing sketch planes, and now I'm going to use the lofting tool. And loft is right here, and it's asking me for the profiles. So the first profile, and I just put my cursor right in the middle of that V groove that V that I just drew right there, and then I'll spin around because you have to do the second one also, and go back to the front, and I'm going to change this to remove. And I don't know if you noticed there was a error message up here, so I'm going to hit remove and then green check mark, and there is part number 11.